on July Charter, BNP agree on most of the proposals. NCP Jamaat wants legal basis, protest at Shahbag. BNP holds two rallies in the capital commemorating July martyrs. Mirza Fakhrul joins Uttora and Mirza Abbas at Jatrabad. Extortion in the name of coordinator, ex-joint convener of Ganotantrik Chhatro সংসদ Jani Alam Opu arrested from capital Swari. Hello and welcome to the News24 English Bulletin. This is Sarah Mirza. Those are headlines.
Structure and design in cosmic dome এর wall thickness ও rim thickness বেশি থাকা থেকে 50 বছরেরও বেশি cosmic dome নিশ্চিন্তে 50 বছর।
Now the details. Despite the agreement on 19 basic issues of state reform, there is doubt about how many political parties will sign the July Charter. Jamaat and NCP have expressed objections to the draft of the Charter. However, NCP Jamaat won a legal basis for the July Charter. The political parties say that although there are differences on the July Charter, a solution can be found in the discussion. The new political party NCP is angry at the differences in opinions of the political parties. They are also skeptical about the future of the July Charter. However, BNP, one of the largest political parties in the country, is at a different pole. They largely agree with the draft of the July National Charter. Most of the killers of the July coup have not yet been arrested, alleged Jamaat Secretary General Professor Mia Ghulam Parwar. He made this comment at the National Seminar of Bangladesh Jamaat Islami at the National Press Club on Friday. He said that the friends of the Awami fascists have infiltrated the administration, who are trying to create chaos in various ways. He demanded it to ensure that they would be brought under the law and justice. At the same time, the party's Naib Ami Professor Mujibur Rahman said justice must be ensured for all the murders, starting from the Pilkhana murder to the Shapla Chattor murder.
যেকোনো স্থাপনার বৈদ্যুতিক সংযোগকে রাখে নিরাপদ। এর স্ক্রিন কোটেড ইনসুলেশন সম্পূর্ণ ফায়ার রিটার্ডেন্ট, তাই বিজলি কেবলস নিজেই নিজেকে নেভায়। বিজলি কেবলস নিরাপদ আজীবন।
July fighters blockaded Shahbag intersection for the second day on Friday. They are adamant on their 5-point demands, including the July Declaration and implementation. The leaders of the program started speaking on the temporary stage since this morning. They said that the movement will intensify if the demands are not met. The city residents suffered even on holidays as barricades were put up on the main road of Shahbag intersection during the blockade. They also demanded that the city residents not be made to suffer by blocking such important roads in the name of the movement. Police have so far recovered around 2.78 crore taka from the houses of 3 of the 6 people accused in the extortion case at the residence of former MP Shami Ahmed in the capital's Gulshan. The police said that an investigation is underway to see if anyone else is involved in this. The TMP gave this information at a press conference at the TMP Media Center in the capital's Gulshan on Friday afternoon. Earlier in the morning, the Metropolitan Detective Branch arrested Jani Alam Opu, former joint convener of the Bangladesh Democratic Students Union. With the arrest of Opu, all 6 accused in the extortion case have been arrested. The United States has reduced the additional tariff for Bangladesh from 35% to 20%. This has brought relief to the country's export market. Businessmen see this as a major success of the government. The fear of losing competitiveness in the market has been removed. However, they are advised to focus on solving internal problems to retain the market. The Trump administration announced new duties not only for Bangladesh but also for a total of 68 countries on Thursday, where it can be seen that duties ranging from a minimum of 10% for Brazil to a maximum of 40% for Myanmar have been imposed. Chief Advisor Dr. Mohammad Yunus has described the imposition of 20% countervailing duties on Bangladeshi goods as a diplomatic victory. On Friday morning, the Chief Advisor's press secretary Shafiqul Alam shared this information on his verified Facebook in a message. The Chief Advisor said that he congratulated the Bangladesh delegation on the historic trade agreement with the United States. The 20% duty is 17 percentage points lower than the previous one, the Chief Advisor also said. BNP Standing Committee member Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chowdhury said that the U.S. decision to reduce tariffs is satisfactory. He, however, called for finding alternative markets. He said this to journalists at his Gulshan residence on Friday. He said there is no win or lose situation. We are in a satisfactory situation now. At this point, there is no possibility of our exports being hampered. Taking a short break, stay with us.
News 24.
Welcome back. You're watching News 24 English Bulletin. The Army has formed a court of inquiry against an Army officer on charges of political affiliation. The Army officer was arrested from his home at Uttora in the capital on July 17th and taken into military custody. A press release sent by the Inter-Services Public Relations Directorate, ISPR, said that a court of inquiry has been formed for a fair and impartial investigation into the incident, and the initial investigation has found the truth of the allegations. Based on the information and evidence received at the end of the investigation, disciplinary action will be taken against the Army officer as per the prevailing laws and rules of the Army. The Army also said that necessary coordination is being made with the Bangladesh police and other law enforcement agencies in this regard. Vegetables prices has been on the rise in the capital's retail market for 3 weeks. The price of green chilies has increased the most. Along with this, the price of eggs and the variety known as golden chicken has also increased. The sellers are making excuses that the price of eggs has increased due to less supply than demand. Coarse and medium price has increased by about 2 taka. Sellers are pleading for supply shortages. Buyers are in despair.
তাকে
Myanmar's military on Thursday nominally transferred power to a civilian-led interim government ahead of a planned election, with the junta chief remaining in charge of the war-torn country in his other role as acting president. An announcement in a state media said a decree that granted power to the military after its 2021 coup had been cancelled and the caretaker administration had been formed alongside a special commission to oversee the election. The move signals no change to the status quo in Myanmar, with coup leader Min Aung Hlaing holding on to all major levers of power as acting president while retaining his position as chief of the armed forces. A nation or a state of emergency in place since the coup, which was due to expire on Thursday after 7 extensions, has now been lifted, said governor spokesperson Chong. That's all from the News24. Thank you for watching News24. Stay with us.